Hey y'all, it's Ebony and I am back with another video. So for this video, I'm just going to show you guys how I retwist my hair on freshly washed hair. As you can see, it's a lot going on there. And I cannot see my roots at all unless I separate them. But what I like to do when I first take it out, I separate them. And then I spray them with this little concoction that I made. It's really simple. It's just distilled water and lavender. And I'll talk a little later on how that helps. Um, but when I first begin, I separate my hair into 4 parts. I just use like a little simple black scrunchie, nothing fancy, just so it's easier to navigate through my hair as I can't see at all. I haven't found a way to be able to see the back of it while I retwist it, so separating it in those parts just kind of helps me get through. So I haven't really talked about this yet. I kind of mentioned it in the beginning of my videos, like my first few videos, but I've been having a little bit of issues with dandruff. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more on my update video. I'm not really sure if it's dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis, but I'm still trialing out these shampoos. I'll talk about them later on, but they seem to have been working pretty well. But I just like to check in the front right part of my hair because that's really like the problem zone for me. But so far it looks okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just leave that alone and start retwisting. So let's get to it. So I have started using flaxseed gel again, only because of the issues that I've been talking about. I'm not really sure if it has stemmed from the products I've been using, but I'm just showing you guys that it's really slimy. But yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna go back to the basics and use my flaxseed gel because I know that doesn't leave any kind of buildup in my hair. I just kind of want to eliminate any extra product that may be contributing to the dandruff or irritation to my scalp in general. So when I begin, I spray a little bit. I separate a few pieces. That's actually 4 pieces, 4 locks there. You can't see the last one, but I take a little bit of the flaxseed gel, not too much, because if you do, it kind of leaves a white overcast. I'm still trying to work on how to get rid of that, but I find that if you use just a little bit, a little goes a long way. It will lessen the chances of you having that white overcast that may dry if you use too much of the flaxseed gel. So when I actually retwist it, I just do like a little clockwise twirl with my finger. I go clockwise because it's just easier for me to remember that that's the way that I twisted my hair. It's very important to do it in the same direction. So I just find that going in that direction really helps me keep it consistent for the most part. Sometimes I do forget, like if I take breaks, like I won't even remember which way I retwisted my hair. So again, still just taking a little bit of that gel and then adding it to my hair. So I'm just gonna speed this portion up because it's really hard for you to even see what I'm doing. But lavender, I just wanted to mention that lavender oil is really good for promoting hair growth, and it's really good if you have any irritation of the scalp, so especially dandruff and itchiness. Make sure to don't put it directly on your scalp because that's going to irritate your scalp. But if you use it in like a cream or an oil, a carrier oil, I use it in distilled water just because I like to spray it, refresh my hair every day. I find that helps. It also promotes blood circulation, and the smell, of course, is really relaxing and calming. So I like to spray that sometimes on my bed as well before I go to sleep. So now that you can finally see what I'm doing, Um, Again, I'm just spraying that. I like to spray a little more in the front, because again, that's like really my problem area. So I will kind of massage it in, and also I took a break, so this portion of my hair, and it's the last part, is a little drier than the other portions of my hair. So again, I'll take a little bit of the flaxseed gel. Honestly, that's a little more than I really would use for such a small um, base right there. So I'll kind of rub it in, and as you can see, I'm going counterclockwise. I actually forgot um, the way that I was retwisting my hair. That's why it's really, really important to go one way. So I'm just kind of like feeling the back because I know that I messed up, and I'm just gonna like feel my way through it. So again, I like to retwist them in pairs because I just find it easier, and I can get them quicker, especially like towards the end where my arms are like tired. I can just like twirl two at the same time since I'm just doing like a gentle retwist. And again, I'm just gonna massage that water and that oil in my scalp because this is a big problem zone for me. I think I got a lot on that one, but I kind of smoothed it out. You can also use a flaxseed gel to go all the way down. I think I did that on one of the last ones, but it's just, it can be a little time consuming, and I was just trying to do something really quickly because I actually kind of like the volume that the frizzy locks give me. So I just do the base and keep it moving. Alright, so I am finally on the last pair. I don't know why, but it always like takes forever for me to get to that last one, especially like after I take a break. I find it so hard to pay attention, and I'm watching The Office, so I'm not paying attention at all. But I'm just gonna add I add a little bit more flaxseed gel to that first lock there because that base, as you can see, is like really bigger than the rest, and then I just twist it just to preserve that retwist, and your girl is done. So I was gonna stop the video here, but I figured, what the heck, I might as well show y'all what I look like when I take this out. So at this point, my hair has been drying for about 2 hours or so, and the base feels completely dry. So once I finally get all those clips out, I just go ahead and go right back to the beginning. Part my hair and tie it in a scrunchie. They're already in those twists from when I retwisted it, so it makes it really easy for them to stay how they are and not unravel. And guess what? Time for bed. Alright, so now it is time to see what this retwist is looking like. Um, as you can see, the flaxseed gel gives a nice hold. It's not extremely tight, but I do find that on my smaller locks that it gives a nice hold. Um, I'm not sure if maybe I need to use more gel on my larger parts, but yeah, it does the job. So now I'm just gonna put some apricot oil on those on my hair while I unravel those 2-strand twists. I find that with the flaxseed gel, sometimes when you put, I think I mentioned it earlier, but sometimes when you put a little bit too much and you don't rub it in thoroughly, it leaves a white overcast. But oil, a little bit of oil or some water can help just take that on out. So again, wherever I see any overcast, I'm just gonna go ahead and rub some of that oil on there to get it out. I do want to add that flaxseed does initially give a nice hold, especially to smaller parts. But as time goes on, if you sweat, if you work out a lot, or if you live in a humid place, I will say that maybe after day 3 or 4, you're gonna find that your locks will loosen up at the base. For me, at this point, my hair kind of just sticks wherever it wants to stick. That's why I'm spraying the water here to kind of get it to lay down a little bit. But I don't really mind the messy look, quote unquote messy look. So I'm gonna just rock with it. Now, this has kind of become my go-to style. I was actually rushing on my way out to class when I did this. Usually I'll take my time to part my hair a little better, but like I said, my hair kind of sticks wherever it wants to stick anyway, so I just take some bobby pins and pin it on the back, and that is it. Alright, y'all, so that is pretty much it. This is really all I do in the morning. I find it super convenient and easy for me. These parts aren't super straight or neat, but my hair, again, it kind of does whatever it wants to do, and I kind of like it. Just being, it sticks wherever it wants to stick, goes wherever it wants to go. Sometimes I look in the bathroom and my hair is sticking up, but that's just the way it is. But thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.